Live. I'm here on a Saturday morning. I haven't had breakfast yet, but I wanted to show up for each and every one of you. I noticed a couple of my videos are trending on the For You page, and I'm so delighted to see that some of the videos that I've been duetting and stitching have been of interest to each and every one of you. And I just wanted to show up and say, hey, my name is Yagmar Kritter. I originally joined TikTok February of last year. I was really hesitant about joining this app. I just didn't think it was worth my time. And then after the pandemic hit, I kept hearing one of my favorite marketing gurus, Gary Vaynerchuk, say that we should be on TikTok, we should be on TikTok, business owners should be on TikTok. So I gave it a try, and I was hesitant, you know. I started out sharing Instagram stories on TikTok when I first started last year. Hi! And it didn't work out quite the way I wanted to, so I took a step back from posting on TikTok for about 2 months and officially started posting on TikTok. I think it was like April of 2020, and have been here for a good year and several months, year and 4 months, I'd say. So I'm so thankful to be on this app. One of the things that I kept getting back from people last summer when I went live on TikTok like 5 days a week is a lot of people were feeling that this app was helping them get through first part of quarantine. And a lot of people were getting amassing following, and it was like a little community. And I still have some of the same people that were following me last fall, or last summer, shall I say, now. So I just feel grateful to be able to show up. I love TikTok. I love the experience I have here. I'm glad that you are enjoying the duets and the stitches that I'm sharing. Other than being a marketing businesswoman, hey Zach, how are you? Thanks for joining. What do you have planned this weekend, Zach? And everyone else that's watching on the other end, what do you have planned this weekend? And yeah, I love this app. Other than being a marketing businesswoman, I really am into like sci-fi and National Geographic. I like animal life and watching birds in like forests and stuff like that. So I'm really a down-to-earth kind of person, and wanted to show a bit more personality in the duets and stitches that I share, other than showing up and talking about marketing all the time. And I love this app because unlike other apps, like I feel like I can share content that I can't necessarily share on LinkedIn or Instagram. Sometimes I share things on TikTok, I share it on Instagram, and I get crickets. And sometimes it's vice versa, back and forth. But I love how I can just join this app and do duets. I am very, very overwhelmed and very happy to see all of the talented people that I see on my For You page every day. I just am really into like the whole animal life stuff and just science and chemistry and these kind of things. I eat horses. Oh, that's interesting. Hey, Kevin, why do you eat horses, Ego? I've never heard of that before. I know there's certain groups of people and they eat like rabbits and they eat like crocodiles and stuff like that. There are different groups. I've never heard of anybody who eats a horse. That's interesting. And yeah, so I showed up a year ago here on TikTok. I had no idea what this app was about. At that time, it was just like really an entertainment app. All I saw were dancers and models and fashion people, and I was overwhelmed. And I signed up and I stopped posting for 2 months. I think one of the social media regrets that I have is not posting when I first joined this app. So Ego said that eating horses is good. That's interesting. I've never heard of anybody eating horses. I know certain cultures, they eat rabbits and ants, chocolate-covered ants and crocodiles, but horses, that's something new. That's really interesting. But thanks so much for... What else do you like to eat, Ego, and everyone else on the line? I'm going to let you dictate this conversation. So what do I like to eat? It really depends on how I feel. Sometimes I like going to Fatburger, having a vegetarian burger. Sometimes I like to eat different cultured foods like Mexican foods, Caribbean foods, African foods. I'm a really big fan of eating like Italian foods, seafood. I also like eating Greek food, Portuguese food. Let me know in the comments, has anybody had Portuguese food? It's super delicious. And so yeah, it depends, but for the most part, I like to eat healthy. I'm one of those kind of like eat an apple a day kind of girl. Hi Crazy Heart, I'm feeling good today. It's really beautiful in my city. I'm gonna go out after this live stream. How are you? I also like turtle jerky. Okay, turtles. That's interesting. I think the only group of people that I know that eat like reptiles, I think certain parts of Africa they do, and then Mississippi and stuff like that. They're really into like the reptiles and stuff. So that's pretty interesting. Hey Cosmo, how are you? Thanks for joining me today. We're just kind of having small talk. Everybody's kind of saying what they like, saying hi, and talking about foods they like to eat. So yeah, so let me know what are you eating these days? What kind of foods are you eating? Are you into McDonald's? Are you eating pizza? Are you guys getting in the kitchen and doing your own recipes? That'd be really interesting to learn a little bit more about what you're into. So what else can I say? Yeah, so have you been on CH yet? Clubhouse. Yes, I joined Clubhouse like 4 or 5 days ago and super excited. I went live a couple of days ago, like 6 o'clock in the morning. I was hoping to reach the East Coast folks on Clubhouse, but it was kind of quiet. I'm probably going to go live probably this evening on Clubhouse and see how it goes, but they just released invites to Android users. So if anybody's on the line, I was lucky enough to just try to join, and then apparently someone that was following me on Instagram put my phone number in there and invited me without telling me. So I guess that's one of the great things about being on social media is sometimes people will invite you to Clubhouse and not tell you. So yeah, I'm super excited. I'm hoping to just talk about social media marketing and branding and really show up and share tips and advice and join smaller groups and learn about what startup founders are doing and what other people are kind of into and learn how that app works. I like the fact with Clubhouse you don't have to dress up and get your hair done and put your makeup on. It's just audio, so there's no like live streaming like I'm doing now on the app. You can just audio your way through it. I think when I was doing it, I was literally on my laptop working and I just went live and it kind of worked out. It only capped me for about 10 minutes though, so it was kind of weird because I was like, okay, I'll give myself 15 minutes to do this audio live stream, and then it cut me at 10 minutes. I don't know if it's because I'm a new user, but there's some great rooms. Really? Okay. What kind of rooms are you into, Cosmo? And everyone else on the line, if you're on Clubhouse, let me know, because if I had an iPhone, I would have joined like 3 or 4 months ago, and unfortunately I didn't. But now that it's available, I'm not too sure I'm following a couple of influencers like Gary Vaynerchuk to kind of see what he's up to these days. But if you have any recommendations, people on Clubhouse groups, let me know. Not just all about business and marketing. I really am open to hearing life hacks and relationship hacks and food hacks. So if you have any favorite groups, let me know in the comments. That'd be interesting to learn. And what else can I say? So yeah, that's a bit about me. I joined this app a year ago. Right now, just one active group with Robert Blackman and Ida for Every Mother. That's interesting. I'm not sure who Robert Blackman is, but I'm sure if you follow him and the other person you mentioned, they're probably really interesting people. So that's awesome. And yeah, so what else can I say? Yeah, I've been on TikTok for a year, signed up, had no idea what I was doing, got overwhelmed. I saw a bunch of dancers on the For You page because I think last year it was a different vibe. Like I'm not noticing, let me know if your For You page is the same, but I'm seeing more people sharing opinions about things that they like about this, politics, all this kind of stuff. And I'm seeing like a new shift now on TikTok. I'm seeing that it's becoming more of like a mini YouTube channel for a lot of people. And yeah, but it's totally different. I'm just really happy to be here. And I know I share a lot of social media news because a lot of you probably aren't checking what's going on. But I'm going to primarily focus on like Instagram, TikTok news. I'm going to focus on YouTube news and maybe Facebook news if something comes up. And new features that are up and coming on this app. My For You page is still thirst traps. Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess that's odd because I've uninstalled the app and reinstalled it several times in the past several weeks. And I've been noticing that when I start it up, it kind of shows me everything and then it goes back to what was previously or currently on my page. So now all I see now on my For You page for the most part is like people who are sharing a lot of opinions about politics and Joe Biden and the environment and what's under the ocean. And I have all this kind of like mindfulness kind of stuff going on. And I'm constantly pressing the home page to see if there's anything else I can see, like more dancing and more entertainment. But I think I'm on the philosophy side of TikTok these days. So I guess everybody's For You page is different, because I was chatting with this entrepreneur on Instagram, and she said she's been on it for a couple months. I think she said her For You page is more like dancers, but it could be because she just started and they're just trying to get to know what she likes and what she doesn't like. So, but it's good to know that we all don't have the same For You page. And I think uninstalling it and reinstalling it really doesn't help anybody. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't really make a difference what you share, to be honest with you. I think the algorithm just thinks that we like certain things because we watch it. But I find with TikTok, I think that artificial intelligence is really good, but I think it can be off a bit, because sometimes I like watching like the horror kind of stuff, like scary stories, but I don't get a lot of that. I get more of like the political issues and the socioeconomic issues, which I don't mind watching, but I wish it was more like a TV station, like you can tap into like what you want and then the For You page will switch. I think that would be a little bit more intuitive and more enjoyable for most people than just giving everybody kind of like the same stuff. Because, you know, when we wake up, we have different moods, we have different things that we like. We don't always necessarily want to see, you know, the thirst trap stuff or the philosophy stuff or the dancers or the models. We kind of, our mindset changes. Sometimes I do like seeing dancers. Sometimes I like to see food talk and see what people are cooking up in their kitchen. And then other moments I like to see the gaming stuff like Pokemon. And then other days I like to see farmers that you wouldn't think were farmers if you saw them at the grocery store. So I think if there's anything that this app could change as far as the algorithm is concerned, I think changing the algorithm so that we can have a little bit more control over what we look, kind of like a YouTube. But speaking of YouTube, I've been noticing a lot of TikTok videos on YouTube Shorts. I've been noticing a lot of TikTok videos are showing up on Shorts, which I think is really cool. And I'm now noticing on Instagram that Reels videos, they're putting ads on them now. And this is why I was trying to tell all of the content creators and the entrepreneurs that use it every day, start using it. And I was kind of saying that I was like promoting Instagram Reels since last September. And now some people are just starting, and now they're suppressing the views on Reels, and they're asking people to promote their Reels. And this is why it's always important for everybody to kind of just use as many features as you can, especially on TikTok. If you see new filters, use them. If you see new songs, favorite your filters, favorite new songs, favorite trendy videos like online challenges and stuff like that, and really test out what works for you, because it's really difficult for you to be able to get noticed on this app. And if you're not a content creator, I recommend that you do duets and stitches with videos and stuff that you are inspired by or motivated, or you find them interesting, because that's another way of getting your name out there based on things that you actually genuinely like. And they might like your page and follow you, or they don't. You just become a favorite on their For You page and they share it with people they like. I think the beautiful thing about a lot of these TikTokers that I've been kind of watching their videos of how they became popular, a lot of them didn't come on this app to become popular. They just got on the app because they had lost their job, or summer of 2019 came, or 2018 came, and they had nothing to do, and they just jumped on TikTok and did what felt good to them. And then all of a sudden they exploded with a bunch of followers and so on and so forth. And I think there's a lot of focus on getting new followers, which I think is great, but you really have to add value, whether it's entertainment, education, or inspiration. And once you have an idea of what you appreciate and what you like, and you share what you like, your tribe will find you. I don't know if there are any grown adults on this live stream, but if you go to a networking event, or if you go to a party, let's say you go to a party this summer or a networking event, the people that think like you are going to find you, even if the party or the event is as big as a football field. And that's exactly the way it is on social media. If you put out a certain energy, a certain message, a certain vibe, and of course it's a positive vibe, because you don't want to cancel yourself out for saying something ignorant, But just like everything else in life, your tribe will find you. People that like what you like will find you. It's just pretty much exactly how it goes. You pretty much have to, in your mind, realize that that's just the way life is. You know, people will find you, and it's not about getting followers. It really is about, why are you here? You know, who, what, where, when, why. Why are you on TikTok? Try to find your purpose. Try to find what's important to you. And don't worry about if people will agree with you or not. Even having people in the comments disagreeing with you is really good. Why? Because it's just like, you know, we're not put on this earth to be accepted by everybody, but it's also a great learning opportunity for you to put something out there on social media and to literally get feedback. And that's everything that I do, is to get feedback. It's not to have any kind of monetization goal, which is unfortunate with some influencers or even entrepreneurs that join these apps, is they're just thinking about dollar signs. When money comes when you do what makes you happy. Brand deals and success comes when you're doing what makes you happy on the internet. If your main goal is to come on the internet and make money from people, you get 1 million followers and now you can put out your merch and start selling t-shirts. People are going to see through that. And I'm sure you and me and a lot of other people have noticed many influencers, all of a sudden they get millions of followers and now they have a merchandise, a t-shirt, a clothing line. That's not the way you do social media. If you have a clothing line and you're doing something, at least if it's your first group of merch, take some of that money and give it back to people that actually need it. Not maybe all of the proceeds, but try not to jump on social media to get a following and make money, because people see through that and people don't want to be monetized. They don't want to be sold. They don't want to be your future customer. They're just there to follow you and like what you share. And if they become your customer, that's a choice. But using influence to make your pockets bigger is something that I see sometimes. And you can do that if you feel like it, but from a long-term perspective, that doesn't really get you anywhere. All of the biggest entrepreneurs, the biggest creators, the artists, the painters, whatever it is that you want to talk about, they all started with a goal. They all started with something that they love and that they appreciate, and they went ahead and they shared it. And as a result of sharing it, the money came, the brand deals came, the news features came, and that's just how everything kind of goes. I think is just doing what feels right, doing what is good, and helping people along the way. I think that's the key to success. So I just wanted to jump here on TikTok and say hi to everybody. I have more stitches and duets coming soon, more talk about social media marketing, branding, and getting your name out there in a genuine way that is true to your voice and your audience. And I haven't had breakfast yet. It's 11 o'clock in the morning in my city. So I'm going to get going, eat breakfast. But I want to thank you for joining me on this beautiful Saturday morning. And I hope that you have a safe weekend. And if you have any questions, I'll pick a number, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm making something to help decide what to buy, and I need people to pick. I'm going to go with 1. I hope that helps you out, young grandma. That's awesome. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining my TikTok live. I just wanted to jump on, say hi. I see a couple of my videos doing well on the For You page and just wanted to connect with as many of you as I possibly can. So thanks, Cosmo. I'll do a shout out. Thanks, your grandma, Cosmo. Thanks for following me, Dennis. Thanks, Ego. Thanks, Crazy Heart. Thanks, Calvin. Thanks, Sacco. Thank you so much for joining me here today, everybody. I'm going to get going. Hope to see you another Saturday or sometime soon. Bye.